So question number 3 says, using the divisibility test, determine which of the following numbers are divisible by 6. Okay. And we have already discussed the divisibility rule for 6, which says, in order to check if a number is divisible by 6 or not, we will check whether the number is divisible by 2 and 3. If the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then the number is divisible by 6. Good? Right? So let's start. So the first example is 2,97,144, right? Now what we are going to do is we will check for divisibility by 2 and divisibility by 3. Okay, if both these are good, then the number is divisible by 6. Okay, so how are we going to check whether the number is divisible by 2 or not? We will check the unit place digit. In this case, the unit place digit is 4. Okay, so if as the unit place digit is 4, we have already discussed, if the unit place digit is either of 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, then the number is divisible by 2. Okay, so here the unit place digit is 4, therefore this number is divisible by 2. Good. Now we have to check whether this number is divisible by 3 or not. Okay, for this we will add all these digits. Now let's add 2 plus 9 plus 7 plus 1 plus 4 plus 4. Okay. Now let's add this. 2 plus 9, 11, 11 plus 7, 18, 18 plus 1, 19, 19 plus 4 is what? 23, 23 and 7 is 27. Okay. So the sum of digits is 27. Now we will check if 27 is divisible by 3 or not. Yes, 3 9s are 27, right? So if 27 is divisible by 3, therefore this whole number is divisible by 3, right? So this number is divisible by 3 as well. Okay. Now we can easily say that we have checked that this number 2,97,144 is divisible by 2 as well as divisible by 3. Therefore, the number is divisible by 6. Okay. Now let's do the second part. Second part is 1258. Now again, what we are going to check? First we will check the divisibility by 2. Then we will check the divisibility by 3. Okay, if this number is both divisible by 2 and 3, then this number will be divisible by 6. Okay, now in order to check the divisibility by 2, we will check the unit place digit. Unit place digit is 8. Now if the unit place digit is 8, we can directly say that yes, we know, because the unit place digit is 8, therefore the number is divisible by 2, right? Now we have to check the divisibility by 3, and for divisibility by 3 we will add all the digits. What we are going to add? 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 8. Let's do 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 8. Okay, so what it will be? 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 5 8 and 8 16. Now tell me whether 16 is divisible by 3. Not. Because the sum of digits is not divisible by 3, therefore this number is also not divisible by 3. And in this example, we can clearly see that this number 1258 is divisible by 2. Okay, but this number is not divisible by 3, right? So if this number is not divisible by 3, therefore the number 1258 is not divisible by 6. Okay. Third part, 4335. Now the unit place digit of this number is 5. Okay, therefore this number is not divisible by 2. Okay, now let's add all the digits. 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5. Okay, so what it will be? 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3, 10. 10 plus 5, 15. Now tell me whether 15 is divisible by 3. Yes, 3 5s are 15. So if the sum of digits is divisible by 15, therefore this whole number is also divisible by 15. Okay. Now in this case we can see this number 4335 is not divisible by 2, but it is divisible by 3. Now tell me, basis on on the basis of this, whether this number 4335 is divisible by 6 or not. So we can clearly see that it is not divisible by 2, but it is divisible by 3. But our condition is the number needs to be divisible by both 2 and 3. Okay, both are not divisible. This number is not divisible by both 2 and 3. Therefore, this number, which is 4335, is what? Is not divisible by 6. Okay, now let's do the D part. 61,233. So the unit place digit is 3. From here we can say that the unit place digit is 3, therefore this number is not divisible by 2. Okay, now as we already know that it is not divisible by 2, therefore this number won't be going to be divisible by 6, right? But for our exams and other things, we can, if you want, you can check for 3 as well. But for our answer, we have already come to the conclusion that because this number is not divisible by 2, therefore this number is not going to be divisible by 6. Okay, we will check for divisibility by 3. So let's add all these digits. 6 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3. So the sum will be 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 2 9, 9 plus 3 12, 12 plus 3 15. So we know 15 is divisible by 3. Yes. Therefore this whole number is divisible by 3. Okay. And from this, from these we can say that, as we can see that the number is divisible by 3 but not divisible by 2, therefore 61,233 is what? Is not divisible by 6. Okay. Now the E part is 9,01,352. Okay. So the unit place digit here is 2, right? So if the unit place digit is 2, we can say that this whole number is divisible by 2, right? Now we have to check whether this number is divisible by 3 or not. For this, we will add all these digits. Now we will do 9 plus 0 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2. Okay. So the sum will be 9 plus 0 9 plus 1 10 and 3 13. 13 plus 5 is 21 plus 2 23. Okay, now tell me whether 23 is divisible by 3. No, right? 23 is not divisible by 3, which means this whole number is not divisible by 3. Okay, and from this data we can clearly see that this number is divisible by 2, but this number is not divisible by 3. So we can say, therefore 901352 is not divisible by 6. Okay, next F part. 4,38,750. Unit place digit 2, which means this number is divisible by 2, right? So now check for 3, and for checking whether this number is divisible by 3 or not, we will add the digits. So it will be 4 plus 3 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 0. So it will be 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 8 15, 15 plus 7, 22. 22 plus 5, 27. Okay. Now we know that 27 is divisible by 3. Yes, which means this whole number is divisible by 3, right? And from this data, we can see the number 4,38,750 is divisible by 2 as well as divisible by 3. Therefore, 4,38,750 is divisible by 6. Okay. Sorry, 17,90,184. Okay. So the unit place digit is 4. Unit place digit 4 means this number is divisible by 2. Okay. Now let's add the digits. 1 plus 7 plus 9 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8 plus 4. Okay. So 1 plus 7, 8. 8 plus 9, 17 plus 0, 17 plus 1, 18. 18 plus 8, 26. 26 plus 4 is 30. Right? So 30 is divisible by 3. Yes. So if this 30 is divisible by 3, therefore this whole number is also divisible by 3. Okay. And from this data, we can clearly see that this number is divisible by 2 as well as this number is divisible by 3 also, right? Therefore, we can say that the number 17,90,184 is divisible by 6, right? Now let's move to H part. 12,583. Unit place digit 3, right? Which means this number is not divisible by 2. So if this number is not divisible by 2, we directly know that this number is not going to be divisible by 6, right? But for our questions and for the exams, we will completely solve it. Okay. Now let's quickly add all the digits. 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 3, right? 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 5, 8, and 8, 16, 16 plus 3, 19. Now tell me 19 is divisible by 3? No, 19 is not divisible by 3. Therefore, this whole number is also not divisible by 3. And from this data, we can clearly see that the number 12,583 is neither divisible by 2 nor divisible by 3. Therefore, clearly we can say the number 12,583 is not divisible by 6. Okay. So the I part is 6,39,210. Okay. So the unit place digit is 0, from which we can say that this number is divisible by 2, right? And now let's add the digits. 6 plus 3 plus 9 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0. So it will come out to be 6 plus 3, 9, and 9, 18. 18 plus 2, 20. 20 and 1, 21. And now we know that 21 is divisible by 3. Yes. Okay. Therefore, this whole number is also divisible by 3. Right. And from this data, we can say that 6,39,210 is divisible by 6, right? Let's move to J part. 17,852. So the unit place digit 2. Unit place digit 2 means the number is divisible by 2, right? So now let's add the digits. 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 5 plus 2. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 8, 16. 16 and 5, 21 plus 2, 23. Now 23 is divisible by 3? No. 23 is not divisible by 3. Therefore, this whole number is not divisible by 3. Right? And from this data, we know that because the number is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 3, therefore the number 17,852 is not divisible by 6.